I'm really excited that this truck's starting to come together like this. Previously, you got to see me drop the front end of this truck. Fender flares are in place. I got some fender flaring to do on the rear, and then we're going to see about dropping these in there and see if this truck doesn't maybe drop to the ground a little bit, get a little more level look. Because now that the front end's down, it's definitely setting raked forward. It's supposed to be a 3-inch spring. We'll see how they look. Stay tuned. We're going to the shop, baby. What we got here, Max Track. They're cheap, like so many other new things that I have to buy. More packing. All right, so pretty decent looking spring again. They're going to be replacing that. Take the shocks loose and put these on. But I guess that's going to be one to find. I guess they might be a little taller. You can see where that one's at to there. Yeah, it'll be a little shorter. But this thing definitely is sitting up in the rear, so hopefully that's it. Right now I've got the jack stand under the frame, and I've got enough, it's starting to pick up. I'm gonna tell you, there's not much give in these springs. I mean, there's not a lot of weight in the back of this thing, so they're pretty stiff. One thing I do have to do is get these shocks down, so it'll allow that rear end to drop a little further down. Hopefully I won't have to take my brake on loose, but we'll see. There we go. Shocks are released. Let's see if that rear end will drop out a little. There we go. All right. What you may not realize is I don't think these airbags are any good. Let's see. Difference in these springs. So these seem to be stiffer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. So they're exact same coils. They're just smashable. So they should have the same spring rate. So my expectation currently is when I put these on, I'm going to do nothing more than rest on these springs with maybe just a little bit of load on them, if that. So I don't know. The big thing's going to be, until I get the wheels off and flare these fenders out, I won't be able to let this truck down. So, but we should at least be able to see when I jack this up, is it going to hit the edges, and kind of see how high it might be. So if you're wondering, that's a Country Boy Prime Directive. They are good. One other thing, when I look at this, I don't like. I'll probably order new ones, but they'll be good enough to set them on tonight. let's see what we got here. Set these springs up on both sides. All right, so the springs have not touched yet. And here's what I think. Yeah, so springs haven't touched. The tires are touching now. That side's touching. This side's touching. So they're just starting to touch. I'll need shorter shocks. Now, also as a definite, I'll need to extend these fenders out, just like I did with the front. Now, because these fenders, since they have a slightly different style of reinforcement, I think I can get the port power put against that reinforcement and literally push the reinforcement out and extend the fender to where I need it, at least in the center. Then I'll probably have to put a couple reinforcements that were probably there from the factory but are now gone. So we'll do that. My best bet, I believe, right now is I'm gonna pull the rear wheels off of it, lift it all the way up, take the jack stands out. Well, actually, just leave the jack stands where they're at. Extend these fenders out. Flare them a little and see if I can get this thing sitting on all four. We'll find out right now how low this thing is. Is it squatting? Or is it sitting rolling? Look at that. On the ground right there. That is. All right. I gotta step back and see it. Wow. All right. You gotta see this. All right, guys. Back up. Let's check it out. The truck has been dropped. Again, a little more work on these fenders. Wow. All I can say right there is wow. Yeah, that's where I want it to be. Guys, anybody that tells you lower trucks, they're the coolest damn thing there is. And look, I just made this one all-wheel drive. How many 1950 all-wheel drive trucks are you going to find? And I'm not using the S10 frame. I'm using the Yukon. I'm using full-size 5.3 LS powered, wider. The thing should handle great. It's going to be interesting when I put this on the road and truly put it through its paces to know just how good it's going to be, because it's definitely lower. Again, Front may still need to go down, but it's awful close to level right now. I mean, that door is, it's close. So, moment of truth, I put a level on the door here, and I don't know, I mean, I'm using my phone, so it might not be perfect, but what do you think, guys? I mean, a negative 0.5 degrees. So maybe just a little rear lean, but negative 0.5 degrees. And that door's wore out. Let's go to the other side. That door sags. So this may be different on this one. So let's see. Oh my, look at that. 0.0. I don't think I need to touch anything. The body is exactly the height it needs to be. Perfect. I cannot believe. This door sits close. The other door sags a bit. 0.5 degrees, to be honest. This one is sitting at 0.0 as level. Wow. Holy crap, that's amazing. All right, so how far off is the bed? Let's get a quick reading there. It's decided it has to update. That one's a negative 1.7, so you can see, yeah, I put a little shim in the front. The bed should be leveled out. Sometimes being lucky is better than being good, guys. Hey, I'm going to remind everybody real quick. Make sure, and I'll put the link in the description down here, hit my bonfire store. Check my shirts out. I'm not happy with the prices of the t-shirts, but they're there. I may end up buying some t-shirts because, honestly, the sweatshirts are reasonable. T-shirts are a little pricey. I'm paying for the on-demand option, so. But I want you guys to be able to get stuff right away. I don't want you to have to wait for 50 different shirts to go out. So please check out my bonfire store, my merch store there.